let's continue with this idea of these two-stringed partial chords, which are very useful for our backup roll using the 5-2-1, 5-2-1-5. So we take this G and pretend that you're down here. Okay, what do you have to do to get a G to a C? Well, you go up two frets from the first string and 1 fret from the second string. Right? So the same holds true here. I'll do a bar so you can see it easier. You can play this as a bar, partial bar chord, or 2 fingers. This depends on the context, as I've said before, where you're coming from and where you're going to. But in this case, if we raise the first string up 2 notes, or 2 frets, and we raise the second string up 1 fret, from here to here, we have our first string fretted at the 14th fret and our second string fretted at the 13th fret. That's another C chord, an octave higher than this one. You can hear it. If we take this C up 2 more frets, we have a D chord, which is an octave higher than this D chord. Remember from the last video, we took this D chord here and we found that we could easily turn it into a G chord by just moving up the first string from the 4th fret to the 5th fret. And we were using it, I think, in Little Maggie when we did G to D to G. All right, we're going to do the same thing an octave higher. Here was our D, and if you just move this finger up, and this is a case where oftentimes you use the ring finger, up here where the frets get tighter, a little closer together, it might be easier just to move that ring finger up a fret because it's not too far of a distance to cover. Let's review real quick. We've got a G here, a C here, a D here, and a G here. And that's an octave higher than down here. G, C, D, and finally G. Taking this C chord at the 5th fret that we've learned previously, we can bring it up 12 frets to the 17th fret. There's a C chord. If you raise the C chord up 2 frets, what do you get? A D chord. And we're getting ready to run out of real estate here, but there's yet one more chord we can get, and that would be this G chord here. All the way up in what I call the stratosphere of the banjo. It frets 21 on the first string and 20 on the second string. And believe it or not, those are used by banjo players. Let's put these in the context of a song using Strum Machine. We'll go with good old Blue Ridge Cabin Home, the song that started it all, at 45 beats per minute. And we're going to practice these up the neck chords, going from the 12th fret to the 13th and 14th fret with our C, then going to the 15th and 16th fret with our D, and then we're going to move that finger up just 1 fret. Let's try it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Back to the 12th fret. A quick word about the picking hand placement. Notice how close I am to the neck here. Most of the time when banjo players go up past 7th, 8th fret, they start going from this classic position down by the bridge up to here. It gives you a little bit more of a mellow tone. Sometimes these notes can be pretty sharp when they're played. Back at the bridge here versus coming up to here where you get a more mellow tone. That's why you'll see the right hand, if that's your picking hand, shift from this position up to here. It's also why if you look at banjo players who play a lot, they'll sometimes have, if they have the frosted head, they'll have a little kind of dark streak here, and it's from moving these two fingers up and down the strings in order to capture the tone that they want. Let's try Blue Ridge Cabin Home one more time at 55 beats per minute.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How about the eight note roll? Let's try the 8 note again. The 15 note. I threw a bit of a curveball there at you, throwing out the 8 note roll and the 15 note roll. If you don't understand what these are, go back and take a look at the first series of mine, the easiest banjo roll. I go extensively through different examples and songs using those rolls. The great news is you can use whatever roll you want on these chords and it should sound fine. Keep practicing. In the next video, we're going to take a look at some new chords. We'll see you then.